Yo, what's up guys, welcome to DevHow channel, and this is going to be my very first tutorial on this channel, and I'll be making a lot of tutorials for you guys. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on the notifications, so it will take you like 5 seconds to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification, and make sure you do that. And yeah, let's get started. Before I start this, I assume you already know some HTML, CSS and JavaScript, also a little bit of jQuery. Yeah, we'll be using that, and we also going to use Bootstrap. I'm not going to explain this deeply because I don't speak English that much. I'm not a native English speaker. I rarely speak English in my environment, so that's why I have a little issue trying to explain this. Okay, let's get started. I have created a folder in the desktop, and you can see I have the index.html file, which is an empty file, and JS folder I have the jQuery min.js file, and also I have the latest bootstrap file, bootstrap 4 this is actually. And yeah, we'll be using bootstrap 4's grid system, guys. I have opened up with Visual Studio Code, which is one of my favorite code editor. Okay, let's jump right into it, and let me show you how to create this. So yeah, I'll be using Emmet, so I'm going to get the basic HTML markup, and yeah, skill bar. I'm going to link the style sheets, so let me first link the bootstrap, and then I'm going to link the empty style.css file. It's an empty file, okay, just nothing in it. So I'm going to create the main container, and before that let me link the jQuery file. I'm also going to create an empty JavaScript file where we'll be writing our JavaScript code in order to make our skill dot to work. So I'm going to say index.js. Okay, now we are perfectly done with our markup. Okay, I'm going to create a div with the ID of skills, which will be our main container for our skill bar skills, and inside this I'm going to use the bootstrap for container. And yeah, I need the title, so I need this title, which is an h1 element. So I'm going to create an h1 tag, h1 my skills. Okay, let me beautify this. Okay, I'm going to live preview this so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm trying to make this tutorial as short as possible, so I don't want to take this tutorial so long. And you can see actually I have zoomed in, so let me reset this, and you can see the title. So I need more font weight, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the bootstrap helper class, which is font weight bold, and I also need some padding bottom, so padding bottom 5, and you can use 1 to 5 value, so I'm going to say 5. So now now this will have some padding below. Okay, now I'm going to create, so now I need 2 columns, so I'm going to use bootstrap for grid system, and I'm going to say call excel 6, and inside this I'm going to create the first skill bar. I'm going to call this skill bar, and yeah, let me say inside this I need skill info, which is this thing. Okay, I need this whole info, so I'm going to create another container or div with the class of skill info. Inside this I need the title, which is this, and percentage. So I'm going to create an h4 element, and yeah, with the class of title. And by default this h1 or from h1 to h6 element, they have some margin bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset it by using bootstrap for helper class, which is margin. margin 0, which means 4 side, top, left, bottom, right. Okay, I'm going to say HTML, and you can see here. So I'm going to duplicate this and I'm going to change this to H6, and yeah, 95%, and you can see that. So I'm going to change the class to percent. So now we have to create the dot. So yeah, let's create a separate container for the dots. So I'm going to call this dot bar. Inside this I'm going to create the dots with the span element, span dot dot, and this is going to be our dot. So please make sure you don't have many dots inside this one skill dot bar. So you can see we have one dot, and yeah, this is the main container for our skill bar, and we can duplicate this if you want, and you can see the next skill that we have. So I'm going to remove this and I'm going to finish it up, the CS.